Hello and welcome to the EUSL. I'm RadicalRex. I'm joined today by Lasse Congo.
Hello.
And today we've got a pretty significant matchup for you. Midas HC, Snus HC take on Midas HC. But importantly, it's the first time we see the new signing for Snus HC, which is of course EUSL Hall of Famer Alo Silo, who will be taking the rink today for the first time since Season 1. Long time off for him, thinking about his decisions, and now he's back.
And owning up to a few mistakes, maybe.
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 And he is in the lobby here to start the game today.
Yeah.
I wasn't 100% sure he'd be starting. I knew that he'd at least be there to play, but it looks like we're going to have Alo straight away. I'm ready to.
Yeah, having played on the same team as Alo, I mean, he's. If you'd have we talk about Madden NFL 2022 and how you don't like the special abilities of players and they're really shit and they're broken and they don't make any sense. Alo is kind of like the X Factor. Yeah, he has.
He's got
his
that
own special
fucking shitty double me X Factor where you can have the entire defense defending a player and he just catches it anyway.
Yeah. So big signing for Snus.
Snus are a team
interesting to see. They might. I think they've always kind of struggled at the bottom of leagues, but I think with Bubblz and Alosilo, I think
Scowen, and they've also got Extos.
I think this is definitely a playoffs team. This is a team that go far.
This is a team that, as long as they get the scrims in, this is a team that can absolutely do damage, and we should be seeing them any second. I think they're waiting for you to ready up, maybe.
Oh, well, I don't know. Who cares about streamers?
There we go. Any second now, we should be underway. Like I said, Alo's first appearance since Season 1, playing alongside, he was playing with Bubblz in that team and playing with Lasse here in Volvo Mafia.
Yeah, and this time around they actually have a good goalkeeper. Last time they had me.
Exactly.
And I was more of a dump merchant and I was a goalkeeper.
So here we go. Sveti looking for Fleege. It's Bubblz who has it on the other end. And like I thought, Alo is playing more of a playmaker role here. He won't be taking the high pressing role that some may have expected who don't know his game well. He'll be sitting back a little bit, trying to feed passes to Scowen and Bubblz, who are more poacher type players. Here's Penguin Legs. He looks back for Fleege. Fleege back up to Penguin Legs. Penguin Legs now going to look in the middle for Sveti. Scowen plays that away. Here's Bubblz. I'm going to say I think this might be one of the most entertaining games we get all season. I think this Midas team, a lot of experience about them. Very, very talented. Good, really good chemistry. And, I mean, the chemistry might not be there, but for Snus, just immense talent.
Kind of the same idea for both Snus and Midas, that they have lots of experience, and I feel like both teams have grown every season they've played in.
Yeah.
I think, and obviously Midas won the 3v3 gold last season. I think both of these teams will go far in the playoffs.
100%. Remember, this Midas team, obviously the Kingslayers of Season 1, when they're, Penguin Legs there, nearly punished Mr. Bro for that mistake. Kingslayers of Season 1, beating the first team to beat Revenant in a absolutely shock game. Nobody would have expected that result. Bubblz pressing there, tried to win it off Fleege, couldn't quite. It's back to Fleege again. Bubblz again trying to win it. Alo plays that away from Penguin Legs, but Penguin Legs still has that pass in the middle. Scowen, good job there. Reading the play. Shut it down before it could happen. Just did enough to get the puck away from Sveti. Sveti, of course, the new signing on this Midas HC side. The 3v3 team lineups last season, so they just had the three of them. The season before it was Frontes who played.
It's gonna be interesting to see if he can fill the very, very big boots of Frontes on this Midas side.
Exactly. Wait, what's the Batman quote again? You simply, what is it? You simply adopted the pass I was born.
Yeah, he was born in it, molded by it. He didn't see shoot until he was already a man.
Exactly. Here's Bubblz. So far, it's Midas HC who have dominated the possession, I'd say. Been able to move the puck up and down, but Mr. Bro, a very tricky customer when it comes to scoring.
Yeah.
has proved that time and time again. I think it would be fair to say every result Snus HC did get last season was at least in part due to... Oh, and as I say that, Mr. Bro came out of net for a second, and Penguin Legs punishes that. And Mr. Bro there, not what you'd expect to see from him. Usually a pretty much a faultless goalkeeper. Maybe was a little bit too eager to rush out of net there. And left a man wide open in front. Scowen. Back to Bro. Bro finds Aloe. Aloe, looking for space. Has the puck still. Puts it right in front of the net. Nice play by him there. But here's Penguin Legs going back the other way. Mr. Bro, easy for him. No sweat. Up to Aloe again. Sveta won it, but Scowen stops that play. Here's Scowen. Looking for Aloe. Fleege has it. Here's a convoy. No cigar. Back now to Bubblz, and Bubblz with a wide open net just pushes it wide to the left. Bubblz is a player who I think hasn't lived up to what I know he can achieve since. I mean, I think
I have some insider information in this regard.
Oh, really?
So as of today, Bubblz now has fiber.
Now has fiber optic broadband.
Yeah. So
nice.
I think his ping can improve substantially.
Aloe just push that one to the right.
So yeah, I am gonna be interesting to see what Bubblz does from today.
I mean, I think it would be, to be fair to Bubblz, like he played, like we said, this Snus team last season really struggled. I think him and Bro, brilliant players. I don't think they had the supporting cast, and so he scored a lot of goals. They definitely
have that this season.
Yeah, exactly.
And Aloe, of course, showing some signs of rust there with the initial miss, but
yeah. But
I think Aloe isn't a person who's like. He feels a bit disgusted with himself when he's rusty. Like he's gonna get back up to snuff very soon.
Very quickly, yeah. And I think making a nice defensive play there, Aloe. And I think Aloe is the type of player where, with a player like Bubblz on the same side as him, Aloe is going to be able to feed him pucks just consistently. Oh, yeah. And so I really think that that combo can work really well. Like I was saying, I don't think Bubblz has ever... His Penguin Legs stopped by Scowen. Good stop there. Scowen! And as I say that, did the hard work, broke up the play and couldn't make the clearance, and Penguin Legs batters him into it. And in it goes, 2-0 down now. Golganator moment.
Golganator isn't going to be happy about that when he finds out in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard so much shit talk to him, and he's going to show up in league chat.
Well, there we go. First period down. I think game closer than the scoreboard.
Yeah, I've not really seen the really hot chances from Snus, but yeah, I think they might be a little bit. They've not really played that much with Alocilo.
No. I mean, he only rejoined the league a couple of days ago.
Sometimes I think about the team that would have happened if Mr. Bro decided not to go for the Gladiator rank and World of Warcraft.
And had played on Volvo Mafia in Season 1.
And would have played in Volvo Mafia Season 1. That would have been a great team.
Yeah, because I was about to say that Volvo... I mean, I was saying Bubblz never quite lived up to the hype and what I think he can achieve. And that Volvo Mafia team, for all it had talent, it was never really a complete team. Lacked a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes I lay up late at night thinking about that team.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they got Mr. Bro on that team, it would have been a very different story. And so I think... I mean, I don't know. It feels like Bubblz for the first season. I mean, honestly, since Season 5 in entry division, is Penguin Legs punishing this rusty Snus HC team. Not yet up to speed. No one on Penguin Legs there. Mr. Bro knows to stop it. I think Mr. Bubblz, for the first time since Season 5, is on a team where I think he can, match what his potential.
Yeah.
For those who don't remember, in Season 5 in entry division, Bubblz absolutely matched his potential, dominated the season. Here's Aloe. Still Aloe on the puck. Scowen with a chance. Can he get the shot off? Puts it up in the air. Oh, apparently I haven't ended the prediction. I thought I did, but... Yeah, I have. Right? I think so. It says I have to choose the winners. So. Aloe here, just trying to feed that puck in the middle. Aloe again in the middle now, and Scowen again, not quite getting the right end of the stick there. You can already see Aloe doing a nice job feeding these pucks in. And that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Bubblz battling with Fleege on the board, struggling to play it out. Now Penguin Legs wins it. Back to Fleege, and it's back up to Mr. Bro. Mr. Bro across to Scowen. Scowen bouncing that off the backboard, maybe looking to play it around the backboard. Bro with a brilliant stop there. Very difficult situation. Had one on his far post, Svetir attacking his near post. Did an expert job, and oh, that was a close opportunity. Allo, and there we go.
Oh, what a move.
What a move. And I should say, Midas have done a brilliant job so far, defending as well as they have up until this point. But lovely move, Allo and Bubblz connecting for their first of, you'd assume, many. Fleege to Allo. And it's Allo there lost it. Gave it to Penguin Legs right in front of net. Mr. Bro will be having some words with him. Penguin Legs there, nearly got past Bro. It's been Penguin Legs who's done the damage so far for this.
Yeah, that was my impression when they played against Raccoon Rampage yesterday as well. That like Penguin Legs is the danger man on this team.
Which is interesting because I think Fleege and Svetir are the names that well, I mean, personally at least, like, no disrespect to Penguin Legs, I think he's a really good player, but if you had to ask me, like, before this season, who do you think are going to be the big scorers? I think Fleege and then probably Svetir, I'd say, before Penguin Legs. I think Penguin Legs is not as anywhere near as a flashier player as either of those two, and not talked about as much.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Fleege is, I think, as it has been, this like standout, at least a standout attacker on this team before. Aswas is very solid in goal, but I wouldn't say that it's much more than that. Yeah. And Penguin Leg has always kind of been a squad player to me. But obviously I didn't watch them much last season.
Yeah, and I mean, at least so far in this season, he's looked good.
Yeah, he's been the...
he's pressing here.
Yeah, the danger man. He's been doing bits.
Forcing a mistake there for Mr. Bro. A rare mistake for Mr. Bro. Good pressure by Penguin Legs, but eventually it's played out. That
I think one more goal for Snus this period means they don't have to really play with their backs against the wall in the same way during the third period.
Yeah, it means they can relax a little bit. And they're attacking nicely, but Bro, again, what a save! Absolutely perfect read. And again, it's those 2v1 situations where most goalkeepers, I mean, as a goalkeeper, if you let it in on a 2v1 situation like that, your team can't say anything. Like that's a breakdown in defensive play, not a mistake by the goalkeeper. But Mr. Bro here going above and beyond.
He shows why he's considered one of the better shot stoppers in this league.
Yeah, 100%. And going absolutely above and beyond what any team should expect to their goalkeeper, making those saves. Bubblz trying to feed it into Allo there. That's for us, pressured by Bubblz.
Yeah, that's always what I said about Snus, is that Mr. Bro allowed Snus to punch way above their weight when they played. But I think with this team, they still punch way above their weight, but that weight is a lot bigger now than it was previously.
Yeah.
That's why I mean, yeah. Also, I mean, it's hard to not be excited for this team. Obviously, I know many of the Snus players quite well as well.
Yeah, and it's wait, is it? It's all no, not all Swedish. Norwegian.
No, Scowen is Norwegian.
Yeah, one Norwegian, but
it's totally Swedish. Yeah.
Yeah, the rest is all Swedish. Which is.
I remember because he played on that in season 6. He played on that team together with Steve and Danny. I always assumed he was from Czech Republic.
Oh right, yeah, cleanup crew, yeah.
Yeah, but no, he's Swedish.
I think people often forget that Scowen, of course. Oh, and here's an opportunity. Penguin Legs finds Svetir. Svetir again adjusting to this new team. Not quite got the right end of the stick there and couldn't put it in. Scowen, little known fact, made his first competitive appearance in Slapshot in the Quarantino Cup, playing for Academy Q, which is the team that entered the league when Orange Blaze folded as Quarantino's Little Sticks. With me on it. That's a fun fact for you there.
I would, looking at the Midas team, like the Midas team is, I mean, it's so good. Like SOS, SOS is a really good. I wouldn't say good, but it's kind of like I kind of can't say that he's good because he's Danish. But like he's really annoying to play against. Fleege does
What Lass is trying to say here is Asmus is very good at his job, but he can't say it because of...
does so much to provide that kind of defensive balance.
Yeah.
Again, Penguin legs like around the goalie and behind the boards, and he does like he plays the power forward really well.
Hello there, testing the net.
I think to take the Midas team to the next level, I would have a really good poacher on this team.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Svetter quite fills that role yet.
Yeah, I don't think that's a role Svetter has ever filled before in League. But I think Svetter has improved a lot in the last 2 seasons playing.
I would say if someone who's available on the market right now, like maybe Slug, would play on this team, it would be a really good team.
Yeah, but I mean, I think to be fair to them, I think Svetter is a player who's improved a lot in the last 2 seasons. And lovely setup there, Bubblz and Bro connecting again.
Yeah.
Allo fights for it on the board, and Bubblz left wide open in front of net.
Or maybe if they could convince Bubblz to play for Midas, it would be a really good team.
I mean, they need a Bubblz type player. But like I was saying, to be fair to Svetter, he's improved a lot in his first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been asked to play that role before. But I think Svetter is a player who, give him a couple of weeks, I think could fill that role nicely.
Yeah. Because I remember when I watched the game against Raccoon Rampage yesterday, like the meme that John Lallaren and Lallaren was talking about, that it's kind of that Svetter weren't scoring, and maybe not. Oh no, he hadn't scored in pro yet. I don't know. He does a good job, but I think that
lovely setup
out of this team, like if there's like one archetype that they're missing, it's that like very deadly poacher type.
Yeah, 100%. Who they need is Frontes, clearly.
Yeah.
The deadliest poacher. He plays on the left.
He's so good at passing, he passes into the net as well.
Exactly. Bubblz went for that one. Penguin legs. Opportunity to shoot. Very closely matched here this period.
Yeah.
I'd say I'd say in this third period, Snus have certainly had the edge. They've set up some nice chances.
I think right now when it's 3 minutes left, I think this is where Alocilo's star factor comes into play. Like he'll pull off some magic.
Bro there with a bit of magic of his own. Lovely setup by Midas.
Because as you said, he can kind of have 4 people defend him and still score somehow.
Yeah. Again,
I think that actually happened when we played in Season 1 against Midas as Volvo Mafia. Like, we were down, and then Allo pulled off some bullshit and made us win that game.
I think I remember the game you were talking about. Yeah. It was a long snipe that he won it on. Oh, and Mr. Bro! Oh, Ooh. Mr. Bro! It happens so rarely. It happens so rarely. He was maybe a little bit too confident with the puck there. And that might be the game for Snus. They've struggled to score. And unfortunately, 2 down now. It's a big hole to dig themselves out of as Aswa sets up Svetter, who can't quite connect with Penguin legs, but Midas looking good here. I really think that these are 2 teams that could go deep into the playoffs. I think these 2 teams, like, they're only going to improve from here. I mean, I think Snus, especially like a new lineup that hasn't played together that much, have got a lot of room to improve.
Yeah.
I think these 2 teams could be.
I think if like Snus kind of find their team chemistry and Allo like loses some of the rust, and for Midas' sake, like if Svetter comes into his own and becomes a good goal scorer, I could see semis at least for both of these teams.
Yeah, 100%. I think these could be easily, and I mean, I think Snus have the star power in Bubblz and Allo. To be honest, in all of them, that they could go further.
Yeah.
I mean,
these Midas players have played together so long. Like, I could see this to be like a semi-final in the playoffs.
Oh, Bubblz on the solo effort. Round 2 of them. His 3rd goal of the game. Yeah, look at that. Bumps round Fleege, bumps round Aswas, keeps the dream alive here.
And I'm gonna say the same thing again. All it takes is one magic move from Alocilo.
Bubblz. Whew. All of a sudden,
Aswas did good there. He covered essentially all angles that Bubblz could shoot from. Aswas did a really good job on that save.
Bubblz suddenly giving Midas all sorts of difficulties though. Just created a bunch of chances in no time at all. Mr. Bro plays that out. Svetter, the clearance blocked. His Penguin legs. Can he open up an angle? Some Alpi says in chat, Allo will make it 4v4. He hasn't scored yet, so it'll be quite the way to make his first goal for the team. Mr. Bro, brilliant read there, but there's only 40 seconds left. Penguin Legs has Svetir in the middle. Svetir can't quite get a handle on it. His Fleege, 30 seconds left. Has to happen quickly. Played round to Fleege. You can see they're taking as much time off the clock as possible, and Bubblz is going to regret that. Slight mishandling of the puck.
It is a very experienced response from Midas. They control the game well.
They control it, and Penguin Legs nail in the coffin. Look at this move.
Never really gave Snus a chance to equalize.
Look at that move from Penguin Legs. My word, what a goal. Snus HC for a moment there looked like, oh no. And it all falls apart in the dying seconds. Snus HC looked like maybe for a second there they had what it took to mount the comeback, and it just did not quite work out for them. But what a brilliant game it's been. What an absolute class game that's been.
Teams. Give
Bubblz.
Give this new team a couple of weeks of scrims and games, and I think they're gonna be really dangerous.
And I think the same can be said for this Midas team already. I think really dangerous. I think these are two teams that are going to go late. Deep
and Svetter scored, so maybe he did his first Pro Division's goal.
Maybe.
Congratulations, Svetter.
Maybe.
But yeah.
Let's go across to those post-game stats.
Midas is. I mean, they won the Golden Theory 3 last season. I'm not sure I see them compete with either Brunk or Pivo.
Yeah, Pivo now
at least not across a best of. At least not. I mean, it's gonna be interesting during the league, like see them play against these teams in like the regular league. But in a best of 5, I don't see them competing with either of those teams.
I mean, I think. I'd say put more of a question mark on Pivo, just because I don't think we've seen either of those teams. I don't think we've seen Pivo play to the level that they need to be playing at.
Yeah, no, I think with signing Rapid, I think was very important because they need some offensive firepower.
Yeah, I think they were lucky that both Slog and Rapid were available at that time. Because I think 100%.
I think getting Rapid into this team, and I would want to see, but right now, Brunk is the favorite.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, like they had the league's best 2 attackers.
Yeah, definitely. Sassy and
they
Justin
have
are
really good everything else.
Well, guys, we have one more game for you tonight in 7 minutes' time as Heretics take on Old Gents Association. And
that's. I've not seen much of Heretics.
Nobody has. They haven't played a game yet.
Yeah, but not in scrims either. Like I haven't. Really,
right.
I scrimmed the Old Gents a fair bit, so I kind of know like what to expect from them. But Heretics, I've not seen anything from. Yeah, but it's basically Czech Capitals, right?
Yeah, it's and they're a solid team. They've got the chemistry to like. They looked good in their placement games, so I think they'll be a good team. I will be back with that game in 5 minutes, along with Lasse, and we'll see you then. Bye.